we're going to go ahead and get started. We've got a lot to cover today, and I don't want to keep everybody later than we have to. And I know I am no Mike Barr, so we are not going to do the AI Minute today, but he is going to double. Okay, Lolita. Everybody get a round of. No, I'm not going to tell him you did that. So we will have double duty on the AI Minute when he's back in town at an AE conference, so he won't be here today. We are going to go ahead and read the antitrust statement as we do at the beginning of the meeting. The Greensboro Regional Realtors Association is a not-for-profit trade association devoted to improving the business conditions of the real estate industry in our region. GRA meetings and events often include real estate professionals and other industry stakeholders who compete with each other or work for competing businesses. GRA is committed to conducting all meetings and events in a professional, ethical, and lawful manner, including in adherence to all antitrust laws. To that end, the topics for this meeting will focus on advancing the interest of real estate professionals and consumers of real estate services, increasing competition, reducing risk for all parties involved in real estate transactions, and sharing insights on business best practices. The following discussion topics are always prohibited: agreements to fix prices, limit product or service offerings, allocate geographical territory or customers, and refuse to deal. Any discussion inconsistent with this policy will not be tolerated. All right, you guys are not cooperating with me on the Slido thing. So, all right, so shout out when it comes back around. We have a question. I don't know if I'm going to have to put paper on the table or what, but we're all in this together, and the main thing is that we want to offer you guys the value that you want to see, not what we want to see, and that's important to me. And the one thing that I've heard just in talking to agents is that you want to give your input, and I'm here listening, but I got a bunch of zeros on my Slido up here. So I don't know where it went. Peter, did it go off? It's over. Guys. All right, we're going to have to go to Plan C on that. I care, so I'm listening, but y'all got to punch in the answer. So we'll work on that and go a different route next month. But the question for today, and I don't have it in front of me now, it was just some of the other things about what you'd like to continue to see the rest of the year. I'm all ears if it's something that we can incorporate either through First Tuesday or through one of our committees. We have so many different avenues to get it to you, and we want to make sure that you get what you need from our association, because that's the whole purpose that we're here. So I don't know. I'm going to work on you guys. So we're going to go ahead and call the meeting to order. And if you don't raise your hand. Who likes to switch up on lunch today? Do we like something? Okay. Okay, y'all. Thought we were all friends. All right. April Fools. We're having a spring picnic luncheon today. So welcome, you guys. I am so excited to see all of you. Genuinely, I get excited to see all of you. So thank you for taking time out of your day, and I am hoping that all of you guys are feeling the spring pickup. So I know that you are all busy, so this is important that you showed up here today to give us hopefully an hour, maybe just a few minutes over, but we try to stay on time. But we have Craig, so what are we going to do? We want to hear what he has to say. But in April, we are celebrating, believe it or not, the 57th anniversary of Fair Housing Month. Can y'all believe that? Y'all did this to me. So just a reminder to keep that in mind this month. I can't see, and I can see. Remember to include in-office fair housing training or individually completed on your own. You can do that through C2EX or the Fair Haven training to educate yourself on the latest regulations. And if you guys have done it before, it has been updated, And I'll tell you, if you haven't done it before, the fair housing training, you can do it through the NAR site. It is really eye-opening, and something that I highly recommend because, you know, we all think, and I believe that we all have the intention to do the right thing at all times. But for me, even having the heart that I do for all people, some of the decisions and the questions are tricky, and it may make you think about things in a different way. It is certainly not going to hurt you to go through this training. It's super important because that's our main focus is fair housing and treating everybody exactly the same. So I encourage you to take that either through your office. It's cool to do together, but it just walks you through, and it's real life. It's not things that are, you know, sometimes we take training and it's like, we don't ever deal with this. It's kind of like class when you're first getting your license. This is everyday stuff that we all need to refresh regularly. Treat all parties the same. We know that, but this will help to encourage that. And then just remember that we are not just in competition. We are mainly in cooperation with each other. So that's why we're all in this room from different companies and different walks of life. There's enough clients for all of us, so just cooperate with each other in a positive manner. Today we want to thank Michelle Malone and or Suzanne. I know I saw Suzanne. There you guys are. And we'll get you guys up here in just a little bit with First National Bank. So can we give them a round of applause? They sponsored our lunch today. And then, so thank you guys, truly. And then today's guest speaker, we'll have him up in a few minutes, but we have Craig McKinney, who is our transportation planner with the Greensboro Department of Transportation, and I know he's everybody's favorite. And I thought I was going to get eggs thrown at me last month when we had to reschedule, so we are so thankful to have him here with us today. One last thing, do we have any guests today at our luncheon? Did anybody bring a guest? I know you. You're probably watching me and going, there's that girl who doesn't do anything on social media. We're glad you're here. I'm going to try to do better or do something, make a video. Thank you for coming. You guys, for next month, snag somebody in your office that doesn't normally come. As much as I love you guys, I want to encourage us to invite other realtors who may not necessarily participate at this point. I would love to see some new faces. And do we have any of our new agents here? I know we've had some full classes. Yes, Natalie. Y'all, these are our rock stars, the new agents that are showing up and jumping right in. Our new member orientations, it's so important, and y'all did it. Y'all actually listened. Two people listened, so woo, me. I really did well. Okay, now we are going to invite up one of my favorite people on earth. She is one of my sisters, and we are Rockingham County friends, and we go way back, and we have the same kindred spirit. My honor to invite up Miss Marcy Jones.
Thank you so much. I was so nervous about this, but for you, I'll do whatever you need me to do, Mary Beth. GRRA would like to, first of all, extend its condolences to the family and friends of the following individuals. Longtime member, Virginia Chris Warren Hall, owner of Warren Hall Properties, passed away on February 28th, 2025. Howard Stroud, the father-in-law of GRRA staff member Paige Stroud, who passed away on March 28th, 2025. Please continue to keep these members and their families in your thoughts and prayers. A donation will be made in their honor by GRRG. It says G on here, but I was like, do we have a GRRG? But okay, GRRF, but I promise you, it says G on here. I'm just letting y'all know. I was like, did I miss something? Okay, all right. So now I need to have an inspiration. inspirational message with you guys. And, you know, since it is the 57th anniversary of fair housing, I just want to encourage you all to not just to treat all clients the same, but treat each other the same. Right now, I'm working with a client who has murdered 3 people, believe it or not. Yes. And he's been in Rikers Island prison. He has a house off of Martin Luther King Drive. And I actually had the listing appointment about a year ago. And my agents got concerned. And I texted them and said, hey, if I hadn't called you guys in about 20 minutes, I need you to come over here and get me or send the police or whatever we need to do. And I didn't text him back because he breeds Frenchies. And I'm not a dog person at all. Everybody who knows me knows that. But those Frenchies, I just fell in love with those puppies. And we were sitting in his living room just talking about the puppies. I didn't worry about anything in that moment. But I guess I took too long to text back. And 3 of my agents did show up to the house. None of whom had a gun or anything, but they had sticks and nunchucks and all the. What are y'all gonna do with this? So, needless to say, I sent them a picture though to let them know I was okay. I had all these little dogs around me, but my daughter said something's off. My mom hates dogs. So I said okay. So they were like, if you don't come outside in 1 minute, we're going to call the police. We'll do all these things. So he got concerned. He started looking out of his window and blind and getting worried, of course, because he's a criminal, unfortunately. But needless to say, I lost the listing. But I'm grateful that my team of people showed up for me in that way. And fast forward, this is going to really blow your mind. I'm not going to be up here that much longer, I promise. But fast forward, I got the listing back because he hired another realtor. That realtor couldn't sell it. A year later, I have the listing now. Yes. Wait, don't clap yet. But the house caught on fire. It's been a process. New realtors, it's going to get better. It's going to be fun. The house caught on fire. The whole interior is done. Like it's gone. And there's squatters living in the house, you know, whenever they choose to. But we are closing on that house tomorrow. Don't clap yet. Because last week, he called me to say, if I don't have my money by March 31st, it's going to be a problem. When you get that phone call from a murderer, it kind of gets a little strange and shaky. This is a true story, y'all. Y'all can verify this with my agents. But I said, you're going to get your money, but it probably is not going to be on March 31st. Sorry. But the closing is on April 2nd. You're going to be fine. And, I mean, I treated this client the same way as I would treat any client. And I encourage all of you to do the same thing. So be careful not to judge. Be careful not to, you know, have this mindset of bias. And the fair housing training is really, really good for that. So I encourage all of you to take that. And not only that, be sure that you're treating each other with respect. And make sure that we understand that we're all playing in the same sandbox. We're trying to get to the same goal. So be careful with the way you talk to people, the way you text people. Treat everybody like you would treat your family. And with that being said, let's go right into, thank you, the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. If you guys could just stand with me. And let's say the Pledge of Allegiance together. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you so much.
Marcy, you're never going to do the inspirational message again. No, ma'am. We should have had a talk before. I love you, and you're perfect. Scared me a little bit, but you're perfect. Okay, and thank you. That's right. For somebody that's scared to speak, you just needed a microphone. Now, if we can have Scott Thompson, Emma, Morella, and Crystal come up for a quick minute on their committee updates.
Hi, everyone. Emma, I'm with RCSC. I just wanted to give everybody an update on bingo that we just held last week. It was a great success, and for everybody who came to support, thank you so much. We could not have done it without you. We actually raised just a little under $2,500, which was awesome, so thank you. I'd also like to thank a couple of other people that obviously made this possible as well. One is Rhonda Smith with Elite Mortgage. She was one of our main sponsors, as well as Matthew Young with Geico. Also to Bill Warmouth and Chris Flathers, who were our callers for the evening. So thank you everyone who participated.
All right. Hi, everyone. Thanks, Peter. Just want to talk about the golf tournament that's upcoming next week, April 10th. Huge thank you to all our sponsors that have helped us support the event. Maybe, Peter, you can show it for us so I don't have to list them all. That would be awesome. We are still looking for sponsorships, any door prizes as well. We're a little bit short from last year. I'd like to make that up if possible. And we can still get involved. The sponsorships are available at the GRA website for the events, or you can just scan the gosh, I can't even talk, QR code. And obviously, we'd love to have more of you get involved. We would like some more teams, if possible. So if you have any questions, you can see me after this. But please, please, please try to come and support us. It's a fun event, so we'd love to see you. Thanks.
All right. Hey, guys, I'm Krista Williams. I'm chair of YPN, which is Young Professional Network. We had an event last week at Top Golf, and it was so much fun. So thank you so much for everyone who came. We had about 50 people, and some just showed up, so we appreciate that, too. But Mike Barr wanted me to acknowledge the sponsors today. So Brooke Michaels with Elite. If you stand up, Home Inspections, thank you so much. And the rest of these I don't think I saw, but he asked me to read them. So Eric Allen with Farm Bureau, Kristen Alagassi with Equity Resources, Noah Cook with Trihad Realty Leverage, Sam Collier with CMG Home Loans, Stacy Robinette, she was with Atlantic Bay, Jim Murr and Stark Exterminator is his team here. Okay, Ashley Williams with First American. And, yeah, those are our sponsors. So thank you so much. Our next committee meeting is April 25th here at the GRRA at 11. So we would love to see you there.
Thank you guys for everything that you're doing. Any golfers in the room that haven't signed up yet? Maybe you want to put who is? Okay, Marcy. Okay, I mean, whatever. You can show up. Anybody else? Anybody else? Teams of 4? If so, we'd love to have you. I'm sure it'll be a beautiful day at Greensboro National. And thank you guys for the events that you've just held and are still working on. And always support our sponsors as you can. They want to work with us and do business with us. Craig McKinney is the transportation planner for the City of Greensboro and the Greensboro Urban Area Metropolitan Planning Organization. He has been with the City of Greensboro in transportation for 40 years, most of which was with the MPO. He is married, and his wife is an elementary school teacher, and their son, Dimitri, is in his final year at Elon Law, and he will take the bar exam in February. Did he take it already? What month is this? Next February? Okay, so we're waiting to hear. Okay, all right, good luck to him. And Craig has started a woodworking business. More to come on that. I'm already trying to sell him on becoming an affiliate member when he retires. So we'll be looking for his woodworking business. It's my honor to invite up Craig McKinney.
Okay, is that working? All right, good. I don't like those things. Good afternoon. I'm going to have a hard time following that. Yeah. Anyway. Yes, I'm Craig McKinney, longtime planner with the City of Greensboro and the Greensboro Area Metropolitan Planning Organization. And I have with me today Lydia McIntyre, who may or may not do this in the future. We don't know yet. But anyhow, I'm going to go over quite a few projects. What we do, our current plans, and how you can receive information. Matter of fact, there's 2 pieces of paper on every table that has a QR code where you can take a survey or takes you to a website involving projects that we're working on. Yeah, we've done this before. Okay. All right. So we're in the process of completing what was known as Prioritization 7, and that is setting up the projects to be funded in the state's now released draft of the 2026 to 2033 TIP. And so all the information I'm going to be giving you on state project is coming from that draft document. First off, this was one slide from a year ago talking about projects that we hope will get funded. This was one of several priority projects we had, but this is the only one. There's something floating on this monitor here. But anyway, this project was scored. It did well, but it's only funded for the preliminary engineering. So it will have to go through yet another round of prioritization to get the needed funding to complete the engineering, do the right-of-way and the construction. And there are 4 other projects that were on our list that is in the same category of funded for preliminary engineering only. There's the improvements to to NC 68 from about, forget my limits, Guymore Dairy Road up towards where 73 passes over. That is, again, funded for engineering only. We got the widening of I-40 or the valley through Greensboro. That one's only for engineering. We got 2 rail projects, one for creating a grade separated rail crossing on Mackey Road, and the other is for a grade separation on Yanceyville Street. So that was the results from our prioritization 7. Now, things that are currently in the works. This is going to be what I would think much needed improvements to US 29 to do away with some of those suicidal left turns that people make. For I understand, the first thing they're going to work at is the intersection there at Memorial Park. They're not going to fully restrict that, but I think they're going to allow left turns in to the park, but any traffic coming out will have to make a right. And then, don't know quite the order yet, but the one furthest to the south, which is near the flea market, they're going to close that leftover. They're going to close the leftover a little further down before you Joe Brown Road, right there. They're going to close that leftover. And then there's one up just before you get to the urban loop at Corbin Road. That leftover will be closed. And right now the funding for this is between 2025 and 2028. So soon we'll be seeing some needed safety improvements made out there. The widening of Battleground Avenue from north of West Ridge Road to the urban loop. This project has the schedule has changed, and you can see where the changes are made. Right-of-way is they're still in the right-of-way process. That hasn't changed, but construction has now been moved out 2 years. I got this thing floating around on the screen. It's blocking my stuff. So construction now looking to start in 2028. Out on US 29, Mary Beth and I were just talking about the Reedy Fork Park interchange. They are making progress. I rode on some new asphalt through there today. So so this project will be completed this summer. They said spring. I think it's probably going to be more towards the end of summer. Looks like they're doing some paving at night, so it'll be soon. project on the west side of Greensboro on Sandy Ridge Road. This is an interchange with I-40. This project schedule has changed. It was right-of-way in 25 and construction 27. Now it's right-of-way 28 and construction in 31. And that will be the widening just before you, about 700 feet before you get to Market Street. Another project will pick up from that point and take the project is supposed to go over the railroad track, and then it'll be a while before they get things done out there. But so, let's see, moving on. Another project out in the northwest area of Fleming and Lewiston Road. That intersection is under construction, and according to a report we've gotten from Division 7, it should be complete in early 2026. This is adding capacity to that intersection. On the east side of Greensboro, I-40 Rock Creek Dairy Road interchange, this project, as I reported last time, received funding from the project on the right, which is the Benjamin Parkway project, because they need to rescope and rethink about that project. So they took the money from that and put it over onto this interchange project on I-40 and Rock Creek Dairy Road. They're still working on it, so right-of-way has now moved out to 27 from 25, and construction's moved from 27 to 2030. Not moving as fast out there as I think some people would want. We now have a consultant under contract to redesign the intersection at Elm and Pisgah Church. This is to widen all approaches. It is also to put in some medians to reduce some conflicts we've been having out there with people trying to make left turns out of certain driveways. And so right now, like I said, we got a consultant on board to design that for us. So now we're looking at, and the funding's been set up for right-of-way in 2028 and construction in 23 or 31. Yeah, 31. R5725, this is a widening up in Oak Ridge for NC 68 from improvements from 150 down to Fogelman Road. Work is already underway. I think they just about got all the utilities relocated, and so the contract is already in force, and they have until March of 26 to complete the work out there. Up in Stokesdale, R5823, this is NC 68 and a little bit of NC 65 between US 158 and going up and connecting to I-73. This project has now been redesigned. It was going to be a multi-lane widening. Now they're going to do some intersection improvements along that corridor. We haven't seen yet what you're proposing for US 158, but other intersections, there's 3 other intersections that they're going to put in roundabouts to slow traffic down coming through that area off of I-73 is primarily the aspects of that. US 158, U5850, Randleman Road. This is Glendale down to Elmsley. Right-of-way process is complete. They're waiting on getting their construction authorization. This is an NCDOT project, and so their widening will start in probably early 26. Waiting for this thing to get out of my way. U5812, Lawndale Pisgah Church. This is an intersection that the city is going to manage, but right now the funding has been only allowed for some preliminary engineering. So we do not yet have funds allocated for right-of-way and construction. U6122, NC 68, this is Gallimore Dairy Road to Triad Drive. This was going to be what they called a super street. Now they're calling it reduced conflict intersections. Meaning that that you have to go if you want to, like if you're on Gallimore Dairy Road and you want to go south on 68, you'll have to first go north, make a U-turn, and then come back down through the intersection. Yeah. It's one of those things they like to do. All right. This is probably going to be the next big project for this area, and it is the widening of I-40 through Death Valley, the valley, whichever word you want to use. This is not only funded for the right-of-way and construction fund project. The preliminary engineering, east side of Guilford County and through the town of Sedalia, the widening and relocation of US 70. This project's not funded, and it's going to have to wait for future rounds of prioritization. This project that we have done a preliminary study on to trying to clean up the Battleground Lawndale area to make it a little easier to navigate than what it is now. It's not yet funded, but we got an idea what it would look like. But we got to wait for funding to move forward with it. Now, there's several rail projects. There's about 5 of them I'm going to go through here right now. First one is Y487B. This is a relocation and joining of 2nd Street and Sykes Avenue. They're going to realign those so they're a single intersection point on Market Street. And once that is complete, then there's Pine Street Rail Crossing, which is just to the west of Loudermilk. That Pine Street crossing will be closed. But it'll only be closed once they complete the intersection alignment. And this looks like it'll be completed in 26, just in time for the construction to start on the next project, P5709, that is Franklin Boulevard. This is going to take Franklin Boulevard and a little portion of what's now Burlington Road and going to drop it down about 25 feet. They're going to take Franklin underneath the railroad. Bessemer Avenue and Burlington Road will become one road, and a portion of Burlington Road or Market Street, however you want to call it, between Market and Franklin Boulevard, that piece of roadway will go away. The idea in the future is to take take Market Street and a future project to rebuild that interchange, and when they do, we'll make that sort of like the front door to East Greensboro. You can either take Market Street or take Windover into East Greensboro. So that's something to look for in the future. Okay. 4 more projects. We got funding for, and right away is, I think, nearly complete on Hilltop Road. This is doing a grade separated crossing over the railroad, there where you got D.H. Griffin located, and Duke Power, Duke Energy, whoever you want to call it, Duke is right up there as well. This will eliminate that rough crossing that's been there for years. Construction starting hopefully next year, and then through 2029. We got P5747, that is on English Street. This is to create a grade separated crossing over the, let's see here, they're going to create a bridge to go over, and it's going to be tight, to go over the railroad and get back down to ground at about Market Street. This will then also, the idea is to then take Holt's Chapel Road and realign it and bring it over to English Street south of the grade separation. This is one of several projects that they've done on the east side of Greensboro, and then we got two other projects that that are one more project. Excuse me. You got Mackey Road, which I talked about a little bit earlier. That is to create that grade separation, and that is funded for preliminary engineering only. So a lot going on with road projects. Now on to our city projects. Davie Street, they have completed all of their underground work, and they're now working on new curb lines and bulb outs, and they have reconstructed a section of February 1 where it's a street without curb and gutter. It's kind of neat. So anyway, and then I also noticed they've started work on that new hotel. I just saw some concrete going up for it. So we got Davie Street, so hopefully that'll be complete later this summer. We got the Green Street rework and two-way conversion, which I wish that would wait a few years, but anyway. This one will be completed probably either this summer or fall, because not only they've just finished all the underground work, they're rebuilding a section of Sternberger. They about got that complete, and they're working on other curb work that's needed on Green Valley, on Green Street, down to Market, and then the rest of the intersections involved at Washington and at February 1 will have to redo the signals there to make it a two-way street. So getting out of the parking deck is going to be a challenge, I believe, once they do that on Green Street. Out on Eastgate City Boulevard between Willow Road and Florida Street, we're going to hopefully soon start constructing on rebuilding that roadway a little bit. We're adding curb and gutter on each side. We're going to leave the depressed median as it is, but we're adding curb and gutter on the outside. We're adding enough pavement to put in bike lanes in each direction on it. And part of, on your table, there's two pieces of paper with QR codes that you can scan, and that goes into another item I'll talk about a little bit earlier. I just jumped the gun on that. City projects. We got Friendway Road. This is out by Western High School to complete some sidewalk on one side of the road down to the school, and also a section of sidewalk need on Fuquay Place that will connect all the pedestrian needs up to the high school. We got Lindley Road. This is widening with sidewalks. This project is in right-of-way now, and construction will probably start late this year. And then we have our Greensboro project to widen Vandalia Road from Elm Eugene to Pleasant Garden Road. That could have already been under contract for construction, but Water Resources decided they wanted to take a culvert that goes under that and make it bigger. So they had to go back and redesign, and that slowed that project down a little bit. But hopefully construction will start late this year. We got a few Greenway projects. We got the Downtown Greenway Phase 4, which is along the rail corridor that we've gotten from, on Phase 4, we got all the underground utilities completed. So now they need to just be working on setting their grade and start paving. And so hopefully they will be complete and people can use it starting this fall. Three other projects. We got BL 10116. This is the design of the rest of the ANY from the Downtown Greenway out to where the Greenway exists north of Rollins Road. This project is also for construction is funded with an earmark from the previous Congress. So hopefully the current Congress doesn't do away with it. But the previous Congress gave us an earmark to help us pay quite a bit of construction on this. On BL 0117, we got funds to do the engineering of replacing of the bridge over Lake Brant, and also repair and the Greenway from Strawberry Road into Burmill Park. And that project is in design now, and construction will start in 26. In Summerfield, there's EB 5900. This was a Greenway that originally was coming halfway down Summerfield Road, and then it was going to turn west and go cross country and meander around and down through some watershed area, and then come up 220 to the underpass for the A&Y that's in US 220 that's just south of Summerfield Road. They've finally seen the light that it could be a little bit cheaper if we go all the way down Summerfield Road. So that's what the town has decided to do. They're going to go down the east side of Summerfield Road down to 220, and then that little bit of sidewalk that goes from that intersection down to the underpass to widen that to be suitable for bikes and pedestrians to use together. So right now they're waiting to get their authorization for the right-of-way phase, which is they're not doing any fee simple purchase of property. They're just going to get easements from people. So hopefully that will go smoothly, and then construction on that will start in 26. Lydia will be helping us with all of this, overseeing quite a bit of this work here. We got a safe streets and roads for all users is a grant that we have received, and I believe it's the green handout page that will take you, that QR code would take you to a survey. We would like your all idea on what your vision is, how to make our roads more safe. And then, so that's going on now. On May 13th, we'll be out at Barber Park to go over our Metropolitan Transportation Plan. A lot of these projects, and maybe even some more that I've just talked about, will be in that MTIP document. And then we're beginning the planning process for the 2050 Metropolitan Transportation Plan. That is the long-range planning document. In the past, you may have heard me refer to long-range transportation plan. That's what our MTP is, and that is what I call our crystal ball. That tells us what projects we think are going to happen, and now we're going out to 2050. Right now, our plan goes out to 2045. This is to update it and take it out to 2050. So we'll be at Barber Park on May 13th from 4 to 7 on that. Our engineering division is conducting a downtown transportation study. This is for downtown Greensboro, looking at other roadway improvements that can be done, similar like to Davie Street, or heaven forbid, something more like Green Street. But anyway, that's going on. That's another opportunity if y'all want to come out. That's April 3rd from 5 to 7, and that'll be at the Central Library. The Eastgate City Corridor Study, that is taking what we've already started, what I talked about that project from Willow down to Florida, and expand the thoughts of what we could do to Eastgate City Boulevard from from Elm all the way out to I-40. So there's some opportunities for y'all to come out and give us some some feedback on what we're doing there. That's April 22nd, 4 to 6:30, again out at Barber Park. And then as I've told you before, once we finish one prioritization process, we start another, and we're starting prioritization 8 this summer. And so there will be some opportunities for you all to review and comment on various things. This will be the next project update newsletter that will be going out. Waiting on a few more pieces of information. So hopefully I'll be sending this out to you all and the other 100 and so people that I have on my email distribution list. Questions? Yes, Kat.
This figure on the green thing that says there have been 287 fatalities and 443 serious injuries between 2019 and 2023, what do you attribute that to?
So Craig mentioned the grant that we got at Safe Streets and Roads for All. Oh, thank you. Oh, okay. Craig mentioned the Safe Streets and Roads for All. This was a federal grant that we did get. We actually received 3 of them. So we're in the midst of doing the first one, which was to develop a safety action plan. And with that safety action plan, these were some stats. And a lot of times it's speed. Speed.
And running red lights?
Running red lights is there, but it's primarily speed. Speed could be contributed to running the red lights, or people not wearing their seat belts. Some of these are pedestrians, unfortunately, but that's the purpose of this traffic safety action plan, to look up more innovative ways that we can address it. We've looked at it in the traditional ways, but how can we go back and kind of somewhat have a paradigm shift? The goal was for us to have the safety action plan and then go after dollars to make implementation, where you would see changes in our roadways, but we'll see how it goes in the future with that grant funding continuing to be available to us. But please take the survey. I know sometimes realtors send out newsletters. Please share it. Share our website. This website is included here. Please share it because we need everyone's feedback.
Yes. I'm sorry, I didn't hear. As an unfunded project, so yeah.
It's almost done. He
Yeah.
said that was the
That was that slide. Yeah, it's coming out. Hopefully next week. I'm waiting for one more piece of information from someone, and once I have that, it'll be ready to be sent out. So hopefully next week. Yes.
The Hilltop Road Railroad development, what is that going to look like? Is it going to be above the road,
Yeah.
under the road?
They're going to take Hilltop Road over the railroad.
Okay. So Hilltop will go over the railroad.
Yes. Yes, yeah.
I saw last year there was a project to widen or change the intersection of 29 at Phillips Avenue right near the News 2.
That's project U6100, and it's engineering only right now, isn't it? Yeah, so that's another project that's waiting for getting funding so we can carry it further.
So if something's for engineering only, that means you have a plan, you don't have the funding
Right.
to make it happen. And what's the likelihood of that happening for the engineering only projects?
Let's see, that's prioritization 8, prioritization 9, prioritization 10. It's just whenever they got the funds available. So. Yes. Most of it's federal.
But we do have, it's important for you all to realize that the city of Greensboro has done very well because we have
know right now. We got someone who's developing a process to do sort of a quantitative analysis of these projects. So I don't know when, but
So it hasn't been nailed down.
it hasn't been nailed down yet. All right. One more. Thank you. For allowing me to come and be with you all. I looked back, the first one I did, I think was in August of 2009. Well, this will be my last one. So, I'm going to be... Thank you. I will be retiring end of January of 2029, so I have enjoyed being with you all, and I've learned that through my woodworking business, I have set up a woodworking business, you all. If you want more about it, come see me. I've got cards, and I may become an affiliate member. What?
We are going to put you as an affiliate member, so you'll see him at our member appreciation and our vendor fair and everywhere else. So he can't go anywhere.
I'm considering it. Yeah, but anyway.
We will come find you because we can't do without you. So whether it be roads or clothes and gifts or woodworking, we want you around here. So, and on a personal note, on behalf of all of us I know, I want to thank Craig for 40 plus years of service to the city of Greensboro and to our industry. And we are going to donate another book to Hunter Elementary. He has his own wing in the library at Hunter Elementary for all of the books that we've donated, but they are all certainly special to us, and so thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate you. And Craig will be around after the meeting if he doesn't run away from us to answer any specific questions, but you have certainly been integral to our industry for years and years and years, and we look forward to your leadership as well. So thank you. I am going to run through really fast because I'm trying to stay on time. A few events, and then we are going to do the Realtor of Distinction drawing right after that. If you guys will mark down, probably of utmost importance, April 9th, the Trolley to Raleigh, which is our legislative day. We would love to have you join us in Raleigh. It is everything that we're about and everything that we fight for with RPAC. It's easy to sit by and for these things to be taken care of, but it's more important to be at the forefront and to understand what RPAC protects us against that you may never know about. If you would like to join us, 7:30 a.m., you can meet here in the parking lot. We are going to trolley to downtown Raleigh. I didn't mean to rhyme. And then you'll be back the same day. So you're welcome to be there. We'll be there in Raleigh all next week. So come join us, please. Super important. April 9th. Also, from April 14th to the 17th here at GRA, you can update your headshots. We know how important that is, guys. We want to be recognizable when we show up to our appointments. So if you haven't done that in a while, it may be your lucky time to do that. Kelly wants to sign up. Oh, okay.
So no airbrushing, Kelly Marks? No airbrushing?
Can we start fining for that and donating to GRF? Okay. All right. we'll work on that. So sincerely, it's right here at GRA, so it's a simple, you don't have to go anywhere, and it's going to be really easy to do. We do not want an ethic, it's kind of funny, but it's not funny. We do not want an ethics violation of misrepresentation. So that's that. April 2nd, virtual Gin Up with Bill Gallagher. April 9th, we have virtual trends in real estate. We'll be closed on the 18th for Good Friday. April 26th and 27th, that's National Open House Weekend. Remind it's a great time to schedule open house. Also, the Greensboro Builders Parade is that same weekend. So it would be good to piggyback off of that traffic. If you guys wanted to do an open house, you may have lots and lots of people roaming the area. So mark that down, April 26th and 27th. And then May 13th, you can get your At Home with Diversity designation here at GRA, and that will count as a CE credit. So not lastly, but almost lastly, Peter, we're going to go ahead and do the drawing for our 114 Realtors of Distinction, and I'm so proud of each and every one. And I would encourage you, so you can be up on this Wheel of Fortune thing next year, to go ahead and make sure that you apply towards the end of the year when the all of you are doing the things. Everybody in here, you're already doing the things, so just fill out the form. It takes less than 5 minutes, and you can advertise, use it for marketing, and maybe win a travel voucher. So the first drawing will be for a $500 travel reimbursement. Do we want to? Am I? Oh, I was about to say. Patricia Cartwright. Is she here today? No? Okay. Does she have to be present, or she's good, Peter? She's good? Okay. Then our second prize for our Realtor of Distinction, hang with me, is a drawing for a $1,000 travel reimbursement. Who doesn't want that? Oh, go with more bets. Woo-hoo. In the footnotes, you have to take me with you. You didn't read it right. And then the big grand finale prize is for $1,500 in travel reimbursement. So let's see. And I'm definitely going with whoever this is. That's enough for 2 people. Jen Dixon. We'll talk about where we're going to go after the meeting. So congratulations to all your winners, and congratulations to all of our Realtor of Distinctions. And then now we're going to invite up Michelle and Suzanne from First National Bank for the card drawing, of which y'all got it.
Good afternoon. I'm Suzanne Mateem, First National Bank, and I'm joined today by our Community Homeownership Specialist, Michelle Malone. I'm sure you guys have seen us around this place for a few years now. It's my 42nd year being part of this organization. So today we have some great news, and it's I did not realize it was Fair Housing Month in April, so this goes right along with that theme. As you all know, purchasing a home is one of the biggest milestones in life, yet it's one of the biggest challenges for many customers. And that is because they may be able to make the payments with no problem, but how do they come up with the down payment and the closing costs? Because even if you're talking about just 3 to 5%, that can add up to thousands of dollars, which most people can't put their hands on easily. That's where our program comes in. We have a 100% loan program, and it's for the Greensboro MSA. It also works in Winston-Salem. It also works in Randolph County, some areas in Rockingham County, and High Point as well. The first part of our program is a $5,000 grant. It doesn't have to be repaid. And this would be for when we look up the property and the tool, which I have a paper on each of the tables, and we have some outside. We can look it up for you if you call us, but it has a link there for you to be able to look it up if you'd like. If you're in a moderate or lower income census tract, $5,000 is yours. You don't have to be a first-time home buyer. You can be someone who owns a home at time of application as long as your home is sold before you close on our new loan. In addition to that $5,000, if you are in a certain area based on the property, you may be eligible for our $15,000 down payment assistance program. And that money does not have to be paid back after 3 years. So literally, you've got the potential of a customer getting $20,000, having a 100% loan, no mortgage insurance, and that can be very, very impactful. Also, the interest rates are very, very reasonable. I was just telling someone a few minutes ago, I priced one yesterday for a customer buying a $330,000 home, and their rate was 5.875. It did have 2 1/8 discount points, but our money more than covered that. So they're going to come to closing with $321. Let's see what else. I've told you that it doesn't have to be a first-time home buyer. We believe in this program because it is essential to First National Bank and to all of us, I'm sure, to create strong, vibrant communities. And there's no better way to do that than through home ownership, as I'm sure you all believe in as well. If you're interested, you can stop by the table after the lunch. Michelle and I will be out there, and we can tell you if your listing qualifies, or we can take the information and call you back and let you know. And that may be a good marketing tool that you could use to move a listing as well. I want to encourage you to reach out to us to learn more about it, to help make your customers' dream of home ownership a reality. Thank you. And now we got a drawing. 2 of them. Well, I'm kind of blind. Gretchen Shelton Brayford. Oh, there she is. You want to draw? Michelle. Oh, yay! Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
So if you guys are looking around or have a client, that sounds like a great program. Stop by and see Michelle and Suzanne on your way out. They'll be at the main table right where you checked in. If you have questions for Craig, then stop by. But otherwise, with clear eyes and full hearts, let's go sell some homes. Meeting is adjourned.
Great 40 years. Hate to see you leave.